Hi everyone, welcome to another Leadership Lean In. We've had a break for the summer, but we're back. And this evening, exciting guests, multiple guests with me. So if you were at the family night, depending on when you're watching this, last week as we record, we talked about some exciting staff changes that are happening in the coming year, or in the next month, start of November, with Aaron joining the staff and Maddie joining the staff. And so we've got them here just to talk a bit more about what their roles will look like and just hear a bit of their stories, because for some of you, you'll have known them for years and years, having been in the church, and for some of you, there'll be faces that you maybe don't really recognise, or you might have seen Aaron on stage, or Maddie chasing after a toddler on a Sunday morning. And so, thanks for joining. So Maddie, we're going to start with you. Just to give people a bit of your background. You grew up in the church.
Yes.
And you were part of the youth here, as well as being one of the youth leaders.
Yes.
So go on, tell us a bit of your experience of being in the church.
Yeah, so I actually joined this church when I was 15. So, I don't know, that's like, I'm now 37. You do the maths. Anyway, I was part of the youth. I actually came straight into the youth, and Colin, if you know him, was the youth leader. And just really felt welcomed in instantly. I think part of what I loved about this community was I grew up in a non-Christian home, Catholic home, but they were not really practicing Catholics, and so I struggled with the thought of how do I do this Christian life. I became a Christian in 13 at a youth group, so how do I do this Christian life? I didn't really have kind of that influence in the home, and so when I came to church, to Jubilee, I really found kind of a home and a family. And what I loved about being part of the youth was my mates were there, and obviously that's great, but I loved the fact that there were older people and that there were younger people, and I could lead people younger than me, but also I could get help and support from people older than me, and I loved the family part of it. And that I just really was thankful for, and many people now who I still lean on and who I still go to were there, that have been there since then, have been walking with me, discipling me, and being my spiritual parents basically. And that has been a huge blessing to me. And obviously, you know, getting baptized here and just growing my relationship with God and following Christ has all come because God used these people in my life to build me and to encourage me and to teach me.
Yeah, that's so good.
So that was what's amazing about being part of the youth here.
Yeah. And I didn't say at the start, I maybe should have. So Maddie is joining the staff as a youth leader, youth worker, whatever the title is these days. And so she's going from someone who's done that led the youth for many years in the past, and also been part of the youth, and now is going to come on staff for 2 days a week to do that. And so I'll talk to you in a minute about what you're looking forward to about that. But we'll come to you, Aaron.
Okay.
So you've been part of the church 18 years, I think we've established. And so you've done lots of different things in that time. So at the moment you're on almost every team. You're on setup / security, you're on the band, you are on Connect. Any other things that we can add to that list at the moment?
No, they're trying for youth work, but I'm just I haven't enough hours.
Okay. And so for you, it'd just be interesting to hear, so 10 years ago, 12 years ago, some amount of years ago, you felt God speak to you about, you and Helen, your wife, about going to South Africa. So tell us how did that come about? Just because you've kind of felt like God's speaking to you more recently about leaving your work and coming and stuff.
So it's about 2013, 2012, and we just felt God really unsettle us. So we were praying, been to lots of meetings, had lots of really, really good encouraging words, but we weren't church planters. That was the thing. So we're not church planters, but we wanted to go and support. And then Colin and Pam went to South Africa and had this amazing idea that we would set up businesses as part of the church to support the church. Okay. So we really felt God called us to that. So again, in 2013 I packed in my job and we packed up the bags, took the kids, and we went to Lesotho for 2 years. The plan was for 1 year.
Okay.
But I don't know if you know Lesotho, but Lesotho is so slow, very, very, very slow. So what we planned to do in 1 year took us 2 years.
And reflecting on that, how do you feel?
Oh, I loved it.
Looking back,
Absolutely loved it. Africa is an amazing place. I absolutely loved it. It's all relational, so I really, really loved it and warmed to it. But we just felt God called us back at a particular stage of our life, kids, family. So we headed back in 2015.
Okay. And at that point, before you went to South Africa, you were an accountant? Or
Yes, I was an accountant, yes.
Okay. And so this time you kind of felt that same God unsettling you again, but you were a director of in a roofing company?
Yes,
or whatever your title
yes.
was.
Yeah, that's it, yeah, it was that. Yeah.
So you're going to tell us a bit of your journey of the last year?
Well, I felt really unsettled sort of from the beginning of the year, actually, sort of Christmas time, really unsettled again. So it's almost like a replica of what was happening sort of in 2013. And then you did that series on Haggai, which really, really clearly spoke to me. Consider your ways, and then there was another little passage, and I really took that away. And I used to go to in Ferren, there's a really nice church, and go and sit in the churchyard and just sit there. I sat there for about probably 2 weeks and just meditate.
2 weeks continuously? You went
I went home after.
Okay, yeah.
No. So on my lunch hour. Then,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I meditated on that particular bit of passage, and I just felt God speak to me so clearly about give up.
Yeah.
And do something else. So I had no idea what it was going to be for the church. So this was just a bit of a surprise to me, and it was just I was talking to Pete Sainer, and we had a bit of a chat, and then somebody suggested about the church, and that was it then.
Yeah.
And we started talking.
Yeah. I love that God has been speaking to you.
Yeah.
And you've been trying to be obedient to what He's just like all those
and
years.
there was a couple of words as well which we got from one of the prayer and worship evenings as well, which is really significant as well,
Right.
from Rodney and Mick Shaw. So really, really
Well
significant.
done, Rod. Well done, Mick.
Yeah, I'm plugging in that. That's right.
Yeah, amazing. And so, like with Maddie, we haven't actually said what Aaron is like his job role. It's kind of we're kind of working out, but essentially, Aaron will be working really closely with me in planning and what we're doing as a church, and making sure things get put into place and actually happen is going to be a real blessing to us as a staff team, to us as a church. But I'm really excited about him joining personally, just for someone who can work alongside me. And kind of he'll be taking the operations side of things from Val, like we said at the family night, who's going to go to purely a food bank managing role, which she's done so well over the last year and a half or whatever it's been now. And so really, really looking forward to that. And so back to you, Maddie. Tell us, what are you excited for first? So starting November, what are you looking forward to? Leading Origin, leading Foundry, and leading the teams.
Yeah, I think I've always just had a real heart for that age group. I think it's just always been there, and like I said earlier, like I took on leading youth when I was 19 here, and then I have in South Africa, in Joburg, I've been overseeing kind of 18 to 22-year-olds, and so it's just always been a heart of mine to work alongside young people. I feel like it's a really pivotal time in their life, just with so much information coming at them all the time. I just think actually grounding yourself in God is the best base you can have for your life, and I'm excited about that. Also just really excited to hang out with them, get to know them. I don't really know them very well, and I know they probably don't know me very well. You're listening, but I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys, and looking forward to getting to see what you're about, and just helping them to also realise that you guys and them realise that there is a family here that want to take care of you, want to look out for you, want to grow with you. And there are younger people, kids, who are looking up to you, and I think it's just going to be really awesome for us to figure out how do we fit in this family together. So
Amazing. Yeah, I'm excited. Really great. Aaron, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
What am I looking forward to? Getting just stuck in, really. just getting stuck in, overseeing things, getting everything sorted out, looking strategically at the church. I think for one thing for me, it's to release you a bit more. That would be to release you to be the leader that you can be. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Great.
So it's all pressure on you.
Expected things. Amazing. And so as a church, we really want to be praying for Maddie and for Aaron as they start. If they've got this month up before they come on staff, Aaron will a few days in the office, and then we're whisking him off for the glamorous trip to Utrecht as we take a carload of people to the Regions Beyond hub that's happening there on the week of the 6th, which we're really looking forward to. And for Maddie as well, he's got loads of stuff, just things to sort out and kind of prepare for and be thinking about as she goes from not being on church staff to all of a sudden being on church staff, and what does that look like? So we'd love to be praying for you both. So go on, tell us, how can we as a church be praying for you?
I think there's just been a lot happening in the last 2 years in my life, and I think it would just be really great if some of those things kind of settle, and that God really just opens those doors for that to settle for me. And just really that practical things start to kind of slot in place for me in the next few weeks and months. But also, that God gives me wisdom, because youth leading when I was 19 in England is very different to youth leading now, and so I need a whole lot of wisdom for that. And so, if God can just give me the wisdom and the right words to use in the right situation, and that would be great.
Yeah, amazing. What about you, Aaron?
For me, I guess transitional from work to church life, which is going to be difficult. I hope not, but it's going to be difficult. And also just our relationship, I guess, because we get on really well, but we're going to be getting on in an office.
Big press for that.
5 days a week. And we're also going away to Utrecht and sharing a room.
Who gets top bunk? That is genuinely, we've not got like a standard twin room. It's in a hostel where
It's fun.
it's fun. Did you not know that?
I did not know
that.
that.
Brand new information for Aaron. But the second best breakfast on TripAdvisor.
Okay.
I don't want you to think it's not completely glamorous, but this place that we're staying does have a good breakfast.
Okay, good.
So praying for our relationship and leaving Kingsley well.
Leaving well,
Great. So there you go. Please do be praying for Maddie, and be praying for Aaron as they look to join the staff. Say hello to them on a Sunday. Say we're looking forward to you. Don't bombard them with questions yet. They're not on staff yet. They've got other things going on. And the lights are going off is clearly a sign that we should be finishing. Say hi to them, be praying for them. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.